Hi everyone, this is Gretchen May Escamillo, and today we'll be talking about the urinary system. What is urinary system? Its function is to filter blood and create urine as a waste byproduct. Trace the flow of plasma or blood through the arteries, nephron, and veins. Filtration begins when blood arrives at the kidney. The kidney is supplied with the blood at the hilum through the renal artery, which then splits off into segmental arteries. The segmental arteries branch off into arcuate arteries, and this in turn branch off into interlobular arteries. The interlobular arteries run throughout the renal columns and renal pyramids and eventually lead via afferent arteriole to the glomerulus where filtration occurs. Following filtration in the glomerulus, blood leaves the glomerulus through the efferent arteriole. The blood then enters the individual vessels of a second capillary bed, each of which is called a peritubular capillary, then travels through a network of venules that converge into a cortical radiate veins, and then the arcuate veins. The arcuate veins send blood to the interlobular veins, which converge to form the renal vein. The renal vein returns the blood to the heart. As blood is exiting the kidney, the filtrate travels out of the kidney through the ureters and onto the bladder to be stored until it will be excreted from the body. And here is the flow chart of plasma or blood through the arteries, nephron, and veins. What are the three steps or processes of urine formation? Where do they occur? And what materials are reabsorbed or secreted into the urine? Urine is one of the body's waste products. It is primarily composed of water and urea. Urine formation occurs in the kidney in three stages: filtration, reabsorption, and secretion. First stage is filtration. The kidney is the body's blood filtering system. Blood vessels visit the kidney and enter a special ball of capillaries called the glomerulus. The glomerulus is nestled within a region of kidney called the Bowman's capsule. This is where filtration occurs. As blood is pushed through the tiny capillaries, the high pressure forces some things to pass through the capillary walls. The walls act as a filter, hence it is a filtration. Water, sugar, salt, amino acids, nitrogenous waste, and other tiny things enter the kidney as a substance called the filtrate. The second stage is reabsorption. The filtrate enters the kidney in the proximal tubule. This region of the kidney is special because many things can be removed from the filtrate. These valuable things are recollected or reabsorbed by the body. Glucose, certain salts, vitamins, hormones, and amino acids are restored to the body and will not be included in urine. And the third stage is secretion. Waste ions and hydrogen ions pass from the capillaries into the renal tubule. This process is called secretion. The secreted ions combine with the remaining filtrate and becomes urine. The urine flows out of the nephron tubule into a collecting duct. It passes out of the kidney through the renal pelvis, into the ureter, and down to the bladder. What are the three mechanisms that our bodies use in maintaining blood pH? What structures are involved and how do they work? There are three important mechanisms the body uses to regulate pH. The first is a chemical buffer. The second line of defense is the respiratory system, and the last is the urinary system. These three mechanisms work together to keep body pH within that narrow range. Another vital component to acid-base balance is respiration. Our lungs regulate how much CO2 is in our blood. This is important because it can reverse the above reaction and combine with water to form bicarbonate. With less bicarbonate, there will be less H+ ions in the blood and pH will rise. However, this is a short fix for pH balance. The most important chemical buffer is bicarbonate. The body uses bicarbonate to perform a chemical reaction with strong acids and bases on a regular basis. The H ion binds to the hydrogen, leaving the reaction with water and CO2, which can easily be eliminated by breathing and urination. The kidneys aid in this process by releasing bicarbonate when it is needed. The kidneys are the third and final component to acid-base balance in the body. They can absorb more acids or bases as needed to keep the body at homeostasis or normal. What are the implications of acidosis or alkalosis? Acidosis and alkalosis describe the abnormal conditions that result from an imbalance in the pH of the blood caused by an excess of acid or alkali. Acidosis occurs when blood pH falls below 7.35. It can be due to increased acid or decreased base, increased acid production within the body, consumption of substances that are metabolized to acids, decreased acid excretion, increased excretion of base. Alkalosis occurs when blood pH rises above 7.45. It can be due to decreased acid or increased base. Electrolyte disturbances caused by, for example, prolonged vomiting or severe dehydration, administration or consumption of base, hyperventilation with increased excretion of acid in the form of CO2. That's all for today. Thank you for watching.